O Master, merciful and just, give us the Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhaktati Sadma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhaktati Sadma Bando Mui Savadana Ate Bandamui Savadana Mati Jara Prasare Bhai E Bhavatori Aja Jara Prasare Bhai E Bhavatori Aja Jare Bhai Krishna Prapti Hoi Ja Hoite Krishna Prapti Hoy Jayate Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriyakya Padma Vakya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriyakya Arna Koriho Mane Asha Arna Koriho Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati Charane Rati Uttama Gati Shri Guru Charane Rati ऐसे उत्तम गति चरण रति जे प्रसारे पूरे सर्व आशा जे प्रसारे पूरे सर्व आशा चकुराना दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चकुराना दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते तेरे गाय जार चरित मेरे गाय जार चरित श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना आहा प्रभु कर दया देह मोरे पारा छाया आहा प्रभु कर दया देह मोरे पारा छाया जस गुसुक भुवना यश गुसुक भुवना श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पवन तू अपर लोइल शरण श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना प्रभु कर दया दे हमारे पारा छाया प्रभु कर दया दे हमारे पारा छाया प्रभु कर दया दे हमारे पारा छाया प्रभु पारा जय प्रभु पारा जय प्रभु पारा Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Bhutale Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Asatya Deshatarine Pracharine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Nityananda Srivasadi Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaura! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Sai Go Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Hey, Sai Go Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Bol Hare Bol. Hey, Sai Go Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Go Hare Bol. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnu Bhad Paramhamsa Prajikacharya. Asotara the Sri Sriman, His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nanta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Friends, you go see Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasudhi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai, Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath, Shyam Kun Radha Kun, Giri Govardhan Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Jamuna Mai Ki Jai, Srimati Tulsi Devi Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Jai, Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru, Sri Gauranga, Jai Sri Prabhupada.
Shri Shri Radhesham Ki Jai. So I'm reading from Preaching is the Essence, and this part is from TLC. By the compassion and mercy of a devotee, the Lord delivers a conditioned soul. Bhattacharya's brother-in-law, Gopinathacharya, and the devotees of the Lord were surprised to see the Bhattacharya transformed into a great devotee. Gopinathacharya then began to thank the Lord. Quote, "It is by your grace only that Bhattacharya has been transformed from his stone-like position into such a devotee." End of quote. Lord Chaitanya then replied to Gopinathacharya that it was due to a devotee's favor that a stone-like man could be transformed into a mild, flower-like devotee. Actually, Gopinathacharya had sincerely wished that his brother-in-law Bhattacharya would become a devotee of the Lord. He had sincerely desired that the Lord favor Bhattacharya, and he was glad to see that his desire was fulfilled by Lord Chaitanya. In other words, the devotee of the Lord is more merciful than the Lord himself. When a devotee desires to show his mercy to a person, the Lord acts, and by his grace one becomes a devotee. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. So I'd like to thank all those devotees who came out yesterday on Harinam in Fernandino Beach, which is about another 20 minutes north of Jacksonville. Huge festival there, and thousands of people come from all different areas. And even though they call it the Shrimp Festival, there's a lot of art and craft and that kind of thing. So it was very, very wonderful. We had probably about 15 devotees. And usually we would stand at the entrance to the festival where most of the people actually enter. But because the police, they have to act if someone complains. And then over the years, people have been complaining, and then the police have to stop us. We have to move to a different location. So Guru Vagmi Prabhu and Godruma Prabhu, we decided that we should go down to a side street and see what happens there. Hopefully the police wouldn't give us trouble. So we went down there, and actually there was quite a flow of people on both sides of the road that were passing by, and those who were across the street, they were also looking on, and they were also waving to us and so forth. And it was actually quite nice. So we had Mother Pavitra and Lajadoya, Guru Vagmi and others. They were distributing pamphlets. And the people were so nice. I would say about 80% of the people were very, very appreciative of our going out there and singing and dancing, and everyone is in a good mood. They see the Harinam party and they sing and dance. And actually I've seen a lot of people, they go back and forth just to get a little more of it, and it was very, very wonderful. So I'd like to thank all those devotees who came out. That was very, very well. Mother Vishnu Priya packed some very nice nuts and fruits and cookies and things like that for us. It was very ecstatic. Yeah.
I just wanted to say one thing. For all the devotees who haven't been out in Harinam for a while, it's certainly something that everybody should try to do. If you're an old devotee, have done it, not for a while, come out. If you're a new devotee, you've never done it, come experience, especially seeing Keshava out there. For 3 hours, non-stop, blissful smiles, engaging people. It was a wonderful experience that added lots of juice to my spiritual life, and I'm so glad I went. So thank you, Keshava, for inviting me.
Jivatma Prabhu was really in bliss. It was ecstatic. Please come out sometime with us. Mother Nartaka needs someone for about 10 minutes to roll chapatis because Trivikram Prabhu will be giving the class this morning. Do you have a volunteer? Yeah. Only one. Okay, there. Mother Agatmika. You won this time. Okay, so this morning's class will be given by Trivikram Prabhu, and here are the devotees who have assisted their Guru in dressing the deity. Shri Shri Radhe Shyam were dressed by Madhuri Gopi Devi Dasi, Chota Radhe Shyam by Guru Prasad Devi Dasi, Shri Shri Krishna Balaram by Nanda Devi Dasi, Chota Krishna Balaram by Panchali and Draupadi Devi Dasis, Shri Shri Gaurnitai by Shri Vrindavan Devi Dasi, Chota Gaurnitai by Manjari Sundari Devi Dasi, and the Gurus and Lord Nrsimhadev by Leela Devi Dasis. All Dasis today. Jai.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Suranandana Bhajana Ranjana Yashoranandana Bhajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Munatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parikacharya Astura Rasara His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ananta Koti Vaishnav Indiki ISKCON Founder Chara Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Namachara Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Si Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 65. Texts 2 and 3. Lord Balram visits Vrindavan. Parishvakat Parishvaktas Chiro Kantir Gopir Gopibhir Evacha Ramo Bivadya Pitarav Ashir Bhir Abhinandita Parishvaktas Chirokanter Gopar Gopi Bhir Evacha Ramo Bivadya Pitarav Ashir Bhir Abhinandita Rishvaktas Chirokantir Gopir Gopi Bhir Evacha Ramo Bivadya Pitarav Ashir Bhir Abhinandita Rishvaktas Chirokantir Gopir Gopi Bhir Evacha Ramo Bivadya Pitarav Ashir Bhir Abhinandita Rishvaktas Chirokantir Gopir Gopi Bhir Evacha Ramo Bivadya Pitarav Ashir Bhir Abhinandita. Madhujis. Vishvaktas Chirokantir Ramo Bivadya Pitarav Ashir Bhir Abhinandita. Okay, we'll do word for word. Parishvakta, embraced. Sira, for a long time. Ukantahi, who had been in anxiety. Gopahi, by the cowherd men. Gopibhi, by the cowherd women. Eva, indeed. Cha, also. Rama, Lord Balaram. Abhivadya, offering respects. Pitarao, to his parents. Nanda and Yashoda. Ashir Bhi, with prayers. Abhinanditaha, joyfully greeted. Translation. Having long suffered the anxiety of separation, the cowherd men and their wives embraced Lord Balaram. The Lord then offered respects to his parents, and they joyfully greeted him with prayers. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti gives the following verse regarding this situation. Nityananda Swarupopi Prema Tapto Vrajau Kasham Yayau Krishnam Api Tvaktva Yashtvam Ramam Mohustuma. Let us repeatedly glorify Lord Balaram. Although he is the original personality of eternal bliss, Nityananda, he felt pain by the love for the residents of Vraja, and thus he went to see them, even at the cost of leaving Lord Krishna. Text 3, can do it together. Chiram na pahi darshaha sanujo jagat ishvaraha ityaropyankam alingya netrahi shishishatur jalahi. Nanda and Yashoda prayed, O descendant of Dasharha, O Lord of the universe, may you and your younger brother, Krishna, ever protect us. Saying this, they raised Sri Balaram onto their laps, embraced him, and moistened him with the tears from their eyes. Purport. Srila Jiva Goswami comments on this verse as follows. Nanda and Yashoda prayed to Sri Balaram, "May you, along with your younger brother, protect us." Thus they expressed their respect for the fact that he is the elder brother, and they also showed how much they considered him their own son. Om Jnana Tirmanyasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Sakshut Namitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimati Satsarupa Das Gausan Hanane Satsarupa Vidam Vande Vintam Sarabhushanam Bhakti Grantananai Punyam Bhakti Vedanta Sikshitam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Se Namo Vishnu Paraya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutala Srimati Bhagavanda Swami Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravan Prashani Nivishi Shashani Radha Prashtaya. So this is a very interesting chapter. Lord Balaram visits Vrindavan. And so if you can recall, it's been a long, long time since they left Vrindavan. They had left Vrindavan when they were invited to the wrestling match of Kamsa. And they were just young boys then, about 12, 13 maybe, not even that old, maybe smaller than that. And they had a wonderful childhood pastime there. And now he's going back as a married man. Imagine the time that has transpired. It's a very, very long time. And so this sentence, or this part of the sentence, may seem trivial or insignificant if you don't pay proper attention. Having long suffered the anxiety of separation, the cowherd men and their wives embraced Lord Balaram. The Lord then offered respect to his parents, and they joyfully greeted him with prayers. But this part here, having long suffered the anxiety of separation. So they suffered the anxiety of separation for many, many, many years. Yeah, and it was not easy. So the question can be asked if the gopis are the highest recipient of Krishna's love, how is it that they had to be separated for such a long time? And they were crying bitterly most of the time. See? That you would consider the question to ask, because if you remember in the Srimad Brihat Bhagavatamritam by Sanatana Goswami, it stated that Narad was trying to find the highest recipient of Krishna's mercy or love, and then he went through all of these, from the Brahmana to Prahalad to the Pandavas, to Hanuman, to Uddhava, and then finally came to the gopis. So I'd like to read just a little bit about what Uddhava said. Uddhava said here, "My dear Narad," Narad was trying to find out, "recently I went to Vraja where I observed the unimaginable and unthinkable love of Raja Gopis, that it made my proud head bow down unto the earth out of reverence to them. I could then know on what a high pedestal is reserved the gopis' seat in the pleasant woodlands of Krishna's enchantment, and on what low level my own seat is reserved. I felt in my heart of hearts for whom Sri Krishna's sweetheart is reserved, and who are the dear ones par excellence to him. But how mysterious is the characteristics of his prema. I am fortunate indeed to realize the unfathomable sweet beatitude of Gopi's love. At the very sight of the Vrajavasis, I felt myself blessed, and I considered that it was a real gift of my master, Sri Krishna, to send me here, and then only counted myself as one of the confidants of my master. I felt extremely delighted. I was so much overpowered with spiritual emotion at Vraja that repeatedly I sang the glories of the gopis, and my tongue cannot adequately express the aspiration that rose in my heart, making me roam about in ecstasy, which is well known to everybody. Time and again I salute you, and with all humility say, O great Muni, time and again I salute you, and with all humility say that although I know you are thirsting to drink deep of that ocean-like prema, Lord, kindly do not ask further about it here at least. So this was when Narad was asking Uddhava. He was praising Uddhava, that Uddhava is the best of the recipient of Krishna's mercy. But then he says when he met the gopis, he was like nothing. See? So now the question is asked, these highest recipient of Krishna's mercy, how is it that they are left in separation for such a long time? And then let us read a little bit, because this is very, very important in this verse here, really, having long suffered. Let me read what Mother Rohini is saying. Ha ha. Are they not most fortunate? They are in the ocean of melancholy. Melancholy means like sadness. And are born always with a hale gem-like flame of the pang of separation for Sri Krishna. Without Sri Krishna, they are like fish out of water. Oh, could they even now be alive without him? When Sri Vasudeva brought me to Mathura from Gokula, at that time the bereaved heart of Yashoda burst into tears in such a way that even the hardest stone could not remain untouched. And I might further say that the Vraja itself, thunder, harder than the stones, broke into pieces. And what should I say about the gopis? They are living in a most pitiful condition. They are void of Sri Krishna, void of life. No human mind can think of their state of perturbance. They remain as if fish were out of water. Being a lady with little knowledge, I thought that Sri Krishna might heed to me. Therefore, on his return from Gurukulam, I with a lamenting heart told him. So that's Mother Rohini, because Mother Rohini was in Gokula, right? When all the pastimes were taking place. So she knew a lot about what was going on. See? Then, so the Lord had sent Uddhava. The Lord had sent Uddhava to appease the gopis, to try to make them blissful. And they were, to some degree, satisfied. Uddhava looks like Krishna. He's an exalted devotee and everything. So they thought that he would be good. And Uddhava had promised that when he goes back to Vrindavan, he would send Krishna immediately. But that never happened. See? And then from Vrindavan, the Lord, he got married and so forth, and then they went to Dwarka. And then he built the palatial buildings and so forth. And then now Balaram, because we recently did the chapter with Nriga, he's saving Nriga. And so Balaram, of his own accord, is going back to Vrindavan. And here it's saying what state he's meeting the gopis. Let me read a little bit about what Balaram says. You see, even after my 2-month stay over in Vraja, I could be of very little help to bring comfort and consolation to them. This is Balaram speaking, and this is now he's going to Vraja. And I became quite sure that without Sri Krishna's very presence at Vraja, nothing could make them feel composed. Therefore, time and again, I gave my promise to them that I would be sending Sri Krishna to them as soon as I would reach Dwarka. So saying, I hurriedly came back here at Dwarka. With all my deep feeling, I said to him, Dear Krishna, taking into account the feeling of their pangs, you must without loss of time make your advent in Vraja. Otherwise, it would be impossible to save their lives. So you can imagine the lamentation there. And then there's another little piece here. I'll read about Bala again. Then, after making himself a little composed with great difficulty, he said, "O Krishna, what should I say about the cows when they love you so much?" So Bala is giving an account of what happened there. Even the deer, birds, trees, creepers, grass, and bushes, all are faded and gradually dying on account of your absence there. The rivers and the mountains of Vraja are mostly disappearing. Oh, dear brother, Sri Krishna, only a very small number of people there are surviving, with a strong belief that they would have your sight once again at Vraja. Now I beg of you not to ask me further about them. Even now, if you do not hasten your advent at Vraja, then the remaining Gopas and Gopis will definitely be welcomed soon by the Lord of Death. The most beautiful Yamuna of Raja is almost dried, and not even knee-deep water she carries. Being held up by her own hand, the high sky-kissing mountain Govardhan has now become as low as a hillock. Even by continuous prolonged fasting, the gopis do not die because of drinking your nectarian nama. But it is sure that the pangs of separation from you will act as the forest fire, and alas, ultimately will consume them all. Oh, what a sight to conjure. Such a scene breaks the heart into pieces. So this was Balram's report there. The high mountain Govardhan. So one time we were talking about the Govardhan mountain, that it is shrinking like one mustard seed, or so many mustard seeds per year, or something like that. See? But also it's stated that when Krishna left Vraja, it shrunk a lot. You see? Shrunk a lot here. And this is from Srinath Sanatana Goswami's account of the pangs of the gopis. So of course we hear that Balaram is going there to appease them, and Balaram he is considered the original spiritual master. He gives spiritual strength to the devotees, so that they can able to continue in their devotion to Krishna. That's what he does. So he went in Braja with the intent of doing this. But even his spiritual strength to some degree, would not be sufficient to appease the residents there. And we hear of the account there. But at least for the 2 months he was there, he somewhat pacified the residents, as we'll read later on. And, he met the cowherd boys. They had grown up just like him. See, he met his parents, Nanda and Yashoda. The verse states here that they had wanted to assure him that he is their son also. It says, Sanatana Goswami says here, Jiva Goswami says, and they also showed how much they considered him their own son. Because remember, he is the son of Vasudeva and Rohini, right? He is the son of Vasudeva and Rohini, if you remember the pastime. But, I mean, he grew up with Nanda and Yashoda in Gokula. And so they treated him like their own son. And so he would appease them for some time. But of course, when he went back, this was the report that he gave to Krishna. Also, there was a significant part here that is stated. But maybe before I go to the part, we can deal with this a little bit. Because Lord Krishna is not short of any power. We've seen that he expanded himself 16,108 times. He could have expanded himself and go back to Vraja. See, that was one reason. It's not, we could say a matter of distance because Gokula is very far from Dwarka. I mean, if you know the geography of India, Dwarka is on the west coast and Gokula is very close to New Delhi. But we find that Krishna also went to Hastinapur, which is New Delhi, or Delhi. And that is, you have to pass through, or not through, but you have to pass along the way from Gokula to Hastinapur to meet the Pandavas. And Lord Krishna went several times. He went to the Mahabharata too, but he still didn't go. See? So this is considered a high order question. Why was this so? See, why was this so? There's something more behind that. I mean, we know in Maharaja's book, The Glories of Radharani, he said that there was a course there, and maybe to some extent that might be one reason. And there's another reason here that was given in the fourth text. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur addresses the question of why Lord Krishna, the great ocean of pure love, did not also go to Vraja. In explanation, the Acharya provides the following two verses. Preyashi prema vikyata pitarau ati vatsalau prema vasya cha krishnastams tvaktva na katam eshyati iti matvaiva yadava pratya bandhan harir gatau rajau prema pravahi swa Leelahinan tvam iyushaha. The Yadus taught the Lord's beloved girlfriends are famous for their pure ecstatic love, and his parents are extremely affectionate towards him. Lord Krishna is controlled by pure love, so if he goes to see them, how will he be able to leave them and come back to us? With this in mind, the Yadus prevented Lord Hare from going, knowing that he becomes subservient to the pastimes in which he reciprocates the ever-increasing love of the inhabitants of Vraja. So this is also a very fundamental reason. That because the Yadus, they thought that if Krishna goes there with the love of the gopis, he would not come back. He would not come back. So they decided, well, they would not allow him to go. See, that was one reason. But I mean, we can say, I mean, that's a great reason, but he can expand himself and go without them even knowing. See? So, I mean, we can think along that line too. It's not that Krishna is limited to one form. We find that he divided himself 16,108 times. Why can't he divide himself another time? Right? Then we can't say it's distance, because we've seen he went to Hastinapur. He would go in the spiritual world in a wink of an eye. See? So that's not limited him too. Right? So it had to be more to it than meets the eyes. You see? Has to be more than that. And of course, like I said in that book, The Glories of Radharani, that was same. So I'll go to this other part here. It's stated here that, and this came up a few times, O descendant of Dasharha, Dasharha, O descendant of Dasharha, O Lord of the universe. And this came up a few times, and so I did a little research. In one of the Puranas, I think one of the, is it the Brahma Vaivarta Purana? One of the Puranas. It stated that there was a great king by the name of Dasharha. He was very strong and very courageous and very kind to his people, very loving, very likable. But, well, no but here, but he married the daughter of Kashi, the king of Kashi. And when he brought her home after the marriage, he was ready for union, intimate meeting. But his wife says, I don't want to be touched. And she said, I'm not attracted to you. I don't want to be touched. And don't touch me. She said, what use of touching a woman when she's not in a mood to be touched? See? But it stated that he actually persisted and tried to embrace her. And as soon as he did that, her body burnt him like an hot iron rod. And he was immediately surprised, and he pulled away. And then he asked her, well, why is this so? She said, I'm observing a vow to Lord Shiva, and so I cannot touch anyone at this time. But if you also follow that vow, you will become purified, and then we can meet again. And so what happened, he was initiated by Garga Muni, and then he recited the Shiva mantra. And then he stated when he did that, he became purified, and then he was able to touch her. See? But he is considered a great king along this line, Dasharha. He was born in Mathura, and he came in this line. So that's why they're calling Balaram descendant of Dashara. See, the lineage. So, okay, time is going. And maybe one last point I want to touch on, that is that these places that's been explained within the Srimad Bhagavatam, they're all existing unto today, and the pastimes of the Lord enacted upon all these places, and they're still there. So this is one sense is a good proof to know that these pastimes are not really mythical, and these places are not mythical, but they still exist. See? And the stories are still being told over and over again, and they're relics, they're different things that still might be present unto today. You see? And so this is proof to the world that this pastime is authentic and valid. So we have more to go. I'll stop here. Is there any comment, question? Anybody? Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki